Welcome back, guys. Trying something a little different with the camera placement. I've noticed that if I have it down in the corner where I normally do, sometimes I'm covering up the character cards, or the cards when I'm scrolling through anyway. So let me know if this is kind of better, and maybe I'll stick with this for Ultra videos, at least when I'm on this side of things. When I go through the deck list, obviously all the cards are moved around, but we're going over the previews for the Tekken 8 Clash decks. They've showed off, I believe, half of each deck, so 10 cards each of these 20 card decks, and they look pretty fun. So we're going to start with Jin Kazama, Lightning of Fate. He is a brawler. He is a 6-hand size, 31 health character. He says enhance commit. Oh, he also has the air, evil, and good symbols. I love good and evil characters. I think that's always fun. He has enhance commit. Your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage for each attack in your card pool. So, lay down at the end of a long string. Got it. And he also has enhance. If your rival has 8 or more foundations, your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. So if your rival's built to at least 8, this is how you get some speed and damage, and then you turn him sideways on your last attack in a turn to give a whole bunch of stats. 631 is pretty respectable, and let's see what kind of cards he gets. Starting off with Brazilian Kick. I don't know what's Brazilian about it. I don't know, he's kicking King. I was like, unless he's kicking someone Brazilian, but I don't know King's nationality. This is a 4/3, 4 mid for 4 with a 2 high block. It's got powerful 2 and kick. And it says enhance. If your character's committed, draw a card. So if he's committed and you use this for like +3/+3 or whatever as your third attack, you get to draw a card. So maybe you can build out or hold on to some blocks into your into your rival's next turn. Pretty good. It's a nice uncommon. I like it. Next we have Geyser. This is a 3/3 1 high for 4 with a +2 mid block. It's got the punch keyword. And enhance. This attack gets +1 speed for each attack in your card pool. So if it's the last attack you're going to throw, you can give it +1/+1. Maybe another maybe the +1/+1 if your rival has 8 or more foundations. +1/+1 for every attack in your card pool, and then +1 speed for each attack in your card pool. So even if you start with this, it's a 2/4. Not bad. We have High Right Roundhouse. This is a 5/3, 6 high for 3, +1 mid block, stun 1 and kick. It's one of those pseudo blank French vanilla attacks. It's not really doing much, but if you open with it, it's a 6 high 3 with stun 1, so if you're trying to push just a little bit of damage through, it could be helpful. Then we have the Ultra. See, I love this art style right here. I think this is gorgeous. Polar Demon Gouge. This is a 6/3, 4 mid for 7 with a +0 low block. That's very nice. EX3 and punch. And it says enhance. Your rival's check to block this attack gets -3. I love that. I love check hack mechanics. That is my favorite playstyle. That is my favorite control style. I absolutely adore it. So just saying, hey, this is my opener. It's a 4 mid 7. Maybe I give it 1/1 because you have 8 foundations. So it's a 5 mid 8, and your check gets -3. So it's technically like an 8 mid 8. Catch. It's pretty cool. I really dig that, and I think that's a really cool ultra for this Clash deck. On to his foundations, we have Jin's Heart. I don't see much heart there. This is a 2/6 with a +2 low block, a 6 check with a nice low block. I like it. Enhance commit. If your attack deals damage, your next attack gets +3 damage. That's pretty good. So you could play it on something like Polar Demon Gouge. If you don't think your rival's going to block, maybe they overcommitted on their turn and you know that they're not going to be able to block through this -3. Or a High Right Roundhouse. 6 high 3 with stun 1 if your rival overcommitted. Just say, hey, if one of these deals damage, my next one's going to get 3 damage. That's pretty good. I like that it's on the 6 check. It makes the 6 check kind of more worth it. 2 low block. Usually you see these 6 checks with maybe like a bad block and not a great effect. I can see this one getting play, especially because it does not say your non-throw attack. So if you commit this on a throw, you're pretty much guaranteeing 3 damage on the next thing. We have Jin's Parry. This is a 0/5 with a +3 mid-block. It says enhance, oh, not even an enhance, just a static. When you block with this card, it ignores progressive difficulty. Hey, now 2 more symbols get pseudo combined firepower. So blocking with this ignores progressive difficulty, so you could use this later in a string and you don't have to worry about progressive. It still counts towards progressive difficulty, so it's not quite the combined firepower, but hey, on Evil you get access to combined firepower, so you can just do all of it. Next we have Kazuma-style combos. Looks like he's breakdancing or uppercutting someone in a really weird JoJo's angle. This is a 1/5 with a 3 low block. Enhance flip. Your attack gets 1 speed, 1 damage. Easy. I like it. I can see this as a spam I would run. Just flip for 1/1. That's pretty good. Next we have the Ultra Foundation, the Devil Gene. This is a 3/5 with a +2 mid-block. It's got unique, so you're only allowed to have 1 of this in your stage at a time. This says enhance, spend 1 momentum. If your rival has 8 or more foundations, this attack is +3 speed. That's pretty good. You're definitely wanting your rival to be at that 8 foundations. Come to think of it, you know who loves these cards? Younger Toguro. He'll make sure your rival has 8 or more foundations, so he will love cards like this. And then enhance destroy. If your character is Jin Kazuma, ready your character. So normally something like that would be like Jin Kazuma enhance. So you could only play it if your character was Jin Kazuma. It'd be a character exclusive enhance. But because it's not, you could technically just destroy this card for cost to get yourself out of deadlock. You could, if you're just playing it for the spend a momentum to get 3 speed to break through your rival's walls, and you don't want to go into deadlock, you could just enhance, destroy this card for cost. So I don't think that's going to come up a lot, but it's neat. And lastly, for his foundations, we have Warped Intentions. This is a 1/5 with a 2 low block. Lots of low blocks here. I like it. We need more low blocks, because no one likes dying to walk the dog in Black Abyss. This is a 1/5, 2 low block. Enhance flip. If this attack has received a speed and a damage bonus, it gets stun 1. I like how stun 1 is very stylized here. It pops a lot more than just like this normal font with coloring. So I think that's kind of cool. So if you have got the +1/+1, it can also get stun 1. I see this being a really good card. I think this is cool for a common, especially if you need the 1/5 with the 2 low block. Definitely cool. So that's Jin. He definitely wants to be a string character that just lands one huge haymaker at the end. He's all right. I don't see him being too meta impactful, but I think that's where Clash deck characters need to be. Let them be fun, let them be interesting, let them kind of keep pace with the meta, be like a C or maybe a low B rank character, if you're ranking characters like that. They don't need to be meta defining like Ochako 4 and Toga 3, but they don't need to be absolutely useless like the Attack on Titan Clash deck characters, Levi and Mikasa, the 6-hand, 15 health. I think a middle ground like this is great for newer players to just pick them up because they're simple, and it's also really fun and engaging, so newer players could pick them up and learn, but older players could still enjoy the cards and the mechanics of them. I really like that. But we're going to move on to Jin's relative, June. June Kazuma, Light of Hope. She's a brawler. She's a 7-hand size, 22 health character. She's got good, order, and water. She has response commit. After an attack deals damage, your rival adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down. So if June takes damage, card in the card pool. If June deals damage, card in the card pool. And then Enhance Tenacious, or playable while committed. Spend 1 momentum, ready this card. She's a card pool clogger that can repeatedly do it as many times as things are hitting. I can already see she's probably going to be a problem. Again, luckily we don't have a lot of non-character specific things that ready characters. But we do have, I think she shares the good symbol with Jin. So, like, you could do Brazilian Kick if your character's committed, draw a card. You could do stuff like that. That's kind of cool. No damage on face, which I'm fine with. No speed on face, technically. But a card pool clogger. I think I'm going to love and hate her. So first we have Amatsu Izanami, a very beautiful ultra rare attack. It's a 6/3, 4 mid for 8, holy crap, with a nice 1 low block. It's got punch as its only keyword, and it says enhance, your rival adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down. Instant card pool stuff. Just deal with this 8 damage move, why don't you? If you block it, that's 2 cards in your card pool. If you don't, that's 2 cards in your card pool. If you partial block, it's 3 cards in your card pool. Don't do that. Don't ever partial block this attack. Just try to deal with 8 damage and hope that she doesn't play a whole bunch of other stuff. Although, I will say on good and water, she shares with Kurama's stuff. Kurama likes having a bunch of cards in the card pool. So, even though he's mostly like an ally build, I can see these 2 characters getting along very well. Next up we have Grace, a 5/3, 2 low for 5 with a +2 high block. Is this our first low attack in these? Mid, high, high, mid. Yeah, so this is our first low attack that we've seen in these Clash decks. 2 low 5, 2 high block, stun 2, and punch. It's just a, hey, it's 2 low 5, stun 2, catch. Deal with it. I like it, not bad. Next we have Harade Kanagi. Forgive me if I'm saying these wrong. I'm not fluent in... I'm pretty sure this is Japanese? I'm not fluent in Japanese. I think it's Harade Kanagi. A 4/3, 4 high for 4 with a +1 mid block. It's got punch. And it says enhance, if you have at least 1 other punch in your card pool, this attack gets 1 speed and 1 damage. Pretty cool. All of her stuff is punch, it seems. So it's just really good for the punch package, especially on good. So that's fun. Oh, and she's got order, so she could totally run 100% repeated smash. So yeah, that's horrifying. Next we have Shunkei. Her 3 difficulty, 3 control, 3 mid 3 with a +2 mid block. It's just a punch with powerful 3. So it could have a lot of damage on it if you throw it at the end of a string, but your momentum's usually going to be going towards your character, towards readying your character. So unless you're hoarding a lot of momentum, I don't see you using the powerful 3 on this. You might just be using it as chip for 3 damage. Onto her foundations, we have Defy Fate. This is a 2/5 with a 2 mid block. Enhance, destroy 1 foundation. Your punch attack, specifically, gets +1 speed and +1 damage. This is really dangerous for punch decks, especially like Mirio on the good symbol. Oh god, Mirio with any of it. Thank you, Duolingo. Mirio with any of this, Amatsu Izanami, stuff the card pool, give it 2 damage and make it a low. Oh, gross. Or 1 speed, 1 damage here. This is a great lock breaker on these symbols, especially Order does not have a lot of good lock breakers. I think neither does Water. So, yeah, on the punch package, this is a really good card. Really good common. Next we have Ecological Fighter. Okay. It's a 1/4 with a 2 high block. I don't think we've seen a 4 check in these yet. Enhance, flip, ready 1 foundation. If you have dealt damage this turn, ready 2 face-down foundations instead. Oh, ready 1 face-down foundation. Okay. So you flip to ready a face-down, and if you have dealt damage, ready 2 face downs instead. Interesting. That's pretty cool. And then on the water symbol, in another video I've got coming out, we have the Tekken promo characters. I've talked about martial law not having a way to ready foundations. This readies things if you have foundations that commit other foundations as cost. That's pretty good, especially on good with Spirit Sword Ultimate. That's crazy. Next we have June's Flowing Strikes, a 1/5 with a 2 low block. It says, your turn, destroy. If your rival has 8 or more foundations, they add the top card of their deck to their card pool face down. You go to that pseudo deadlock, that 8 foundations, I'm going to clog your card pool with a bunch of stuff, and you're just going to die. It's just going to happen. Sorry, that's how it happens. Next we have Purge the Evil, a 2/6 with a +2 high block, another 6 check with a nice block. Enhanced Commit, if your rival has 2 or more cards in their card pool, your attack gets +3 damage. A lot of people ask how Kurama deals damage when he just stuffs a bunch of stuff in the card pool. He has a 6 check that deals damage now. 3 damage is very nice, especially on a commit cost, and if you know your rival's not going to block because they have a bunch of cards in their card pool, that's just great. Oh, and she has water, so she really makes use of that Super Grape Rush Mineta Ultra Rare. Gross. Then we have her Ultra Rare foundation, the Power to Stop Jin. It's a 3/5 with a +2 low, mid block. Again, gorgeous art style here. I love the art style that they're going with here. It's got the unique keyword, so you're only allowed to have 1. Enhanced Commit. Your attack gets +1 speed and +2 damage. Alright, that's pretty alright, especially when you have these ones that want simultaneous speed and damage bonuses. Enhanced Destroy. Spend 1 momentum. If your character is Jun Kazuma, your attack gets +2 speed and +5 damage. Dear God. So, if you stuffed their card pool, you're not worried about readying your character, you can just throw massive stats on to your final attack and just be like, hey, that Super Grape Rush that I played for virtually free, yeah, you're just going to take a whole buttload of damage. That's literally insane. Oh, God. Especially on good Kurama would get access to both of these cards, characters' cards, so you could give like a whole bunch of like your attack is 1 speed, 1 damage. I think you'd want to play him on water, though. I think he'd have a better time on water, but holy crap. I think both of these characters look very fun. I'm excited to play with these characters and a lot of these cards and the gorgeous art. If this is how good the standard art looks, never mind, these are Clash decks, not Challenger Series. I was about to say, imagine what the alternate arts look like. But no, there are no alternate arts. These are Clash decks, not Challenger Series. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I think these decks are going to be fun for new players and existing players alike. Should say new players and veteran players alike. We all exist. Depending on your philosophy on whether or not we're living in a simulation, but that's neither here nor there. So, what do you guys think of what we've seen so far from Tekken? I know a lot of people are excited to get fighting games back in Universus, and I think these are a great start with these, what we've seen so far, and the promo characters that will be in another video. I think this is going to be really good. I think this is going to be really cool, and I can't wait to see what else the design team has for us in these fighting games. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate all the support, and if you feel like supporting me a little bit more and getting a bunch of extra content, there's a link to my Patreon in the description below where you can help support the channel and get a few extra videos, including stuff that doesn't make it to the channel. So until next time, take care, guys.